Hello, hello, everybody. I think we are live. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you had an amazing weekend. And for those of you on this side of the planet, hope you have a great Sunday the rest of the day. Others, have reached your Sunday night. So hope you had a great weekend and looking forward to an amazing week full of amazing adventures. Before we get started and everything, let's come back to this moment. And we'll do that through a deep breath or two. And I have been mentioning off and on, there's this great way to come back to this moment in when you breathe in, either verbally or in your mind. Just say, I remember who I really am. And see yourself more than this human character. Who are you really? The actor behind the character, right? So let's do that. You can breathe in through your nose or mouth, hold it for as long as you feel comfortable, and then release how you want as well. So here we go. Let's do a couple. Just brings us more back to the now. And then, of course, we will bring in the singing bowl. We'll hit it 3 times. And each time, just imagine this unconditional, eternal essence, love energy of the Creator just expanding within us, filling us up and overflowing out to the world. And as it overflows out to the world, that it ignites higher vibration frequencies in the outside world. And even I've been focusing on with all the elections across the world and all the wars and all the discord, that positions of power from the smallest tribe to the greatest nation, that each of those positions of authority get flooded with unconditional love light energy. And the individual that's in the position, they have the opportunity to raise their love vibration and stay in the position. But if and this has to do with election, like if there's an election going on, both candidates or all candidates, that it spread out even into those places of possible authority. And if they don't raise their love vibration to match it, then their lower vibration can't stand to be in the light. And so it wants to leave that position, wants to back out, and whatever. Um, so if you want to join me in doing that too, then we'll allow that to flow out. So here we go. First one. Beautiful, beautiful. She is singing up a storm. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that. Let me just put her back here on our throne. So, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Good to see everyone. Shout out to my YouTube channel members. You'll see their names with green and badges. So, Infinity, hello, hello. And Johanna, hello, hello. Good to see you guys. Welcome, everybody. So happy to have you here. And welcome back to my tribe and all of my usual suspects. Uh, so glad to have you guys here and feel your love and your energy. If you're new to my channel, new to these readings, welcome. We got a great group of people, huge hearts, great senses of humor, definitely needed. Not definitely needed, but so beneficial to have. We'll say it that way in this time in the planet, and especially for these readings, we love to laugh. So welcome, welcome. How the free readings work, we do go down in order, first come, first serve. There's no special list. The chat is it. You just put your question out there, or if you don't want to put your business there, you can just ask for a general reading, and then we'll pull 1 to 2 cards for the free readings and see what messages Spirit has for you. And then if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I step out of the free readings, prioritizing those, and I also dive deeper, pulling more cards, getting more information. And then I return back to the free readings. I can make a donation using the super chat at the bottom or in the description box of the video. I do have my Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, and Square. I ran out of air there. And there's no set dollar amount. I know everyone's finances vary, and rates of exchange and cost of living differences all across the world, even varies from state to state in the United States. So, whatever you're able to give from your heart is the perfect amount. So I don't look at that. Um, what else? What else? Oh, and then after that, my YouTube channel members, they get second priority after donations. So I do complete those next. And then after that, I go on to the free reading. Sunday is a special day. Fridays and Saturdays, if I don't get to free readings, then it's like, sorry, I wish I could. I used to come back on and finish all readings, but when I got the plague, as I say, in August, Spirit really had a good discussion, a healthy, loving discussion with me about balance. And so we agreed that Sundays I would come back on and finish all readings that I don't complete on Sundays. So today's the day. Put your question down. I will get to it. I'll be on for about 2 hours. And then I go spend an hour with my Praying Mantis members. And then I go get a bite to eat. And then I come back on and finish everything out. So I will get you messages today. Yeah, if you're interested in being one of my YouTube channel members, I do have 2 levels. My Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month. My Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month. You get priority in these. In fact, on Fridays and Saturdays, I do make sure to always complete my donations and my YouTube channel members. It's part of the benefits of having the membership. And then in addition to that, on Wednesdays, all of my YouTube, both levels, we have a 2-hour session from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time. And then on my Praying Mantis members get an additional session just for them on Thursdays for 2 hours. And then Friday and Saturday night. And then after this one, too, there's an hour. So if you're interested in that, there's a little link down below that shows you how you can sign up for that. And I do offer personal readings, past life readings, relationship readings, a bunch of other things. There's links for that down below. And I'm so grateful for all the love and support that allows me to do this. So grateful. So grateful. Real quick too, we just had, of course, an Aries full moon, super moon. It was a super moon too. I love this. I follow this page here on YouTube, Rewilding with Sabrina Lynn. She is fantastic. I love her. Great sense of humor, energy, passion, realness. Cusses a little bit too, so she's so real. She's just authentic, right? And she has a lot of good information on astrology. So she's one of the astrologers I follow. And so whenever I get a good video or information that I'm like, yeah, this is so helpful, I try to share it with you guys. So if you want to check that out, feel free to do that too. All right. Well, we're going to continue using this tarot today, which is the Tarot of Light. And we will start with that. And use a shuffle shuffle. I feel like there was something else, but that's all I can think of right now. So we have donations first. So I have Infinity, and then Johanna, and then Just Blessings, and then Brenda, and that's where we'll start. So Infinity, thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that a love. Word. There you go. And a like, since it lets me do that. And you want the current energy between the Leo and you. All right, let's take a look here and see what energy is currently going on here between the two of you. Okay, I don't want that. I do want that. And then those two. All right. So what we got here? What's going on below the surface here? Do you have the King of Angels, which is the King of Swords in regular tarot? And so there's a lot of thinking. Even underneath that, we've got, oh my gosh, you got three major arcana going on underneath the surface. You got the Devil card, the Shadow, and the Emperor. So a lot of authority, a lot of that's a lot of Aries energy with the Emperor and Capricorn energy, and then any of the air signy kind of things. But just all three of these cards below the surface does show that there's a lot of thinking happening, a lot of questioning of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you guys have grown up with and that you have around relationship, around interacting with other individuals. And there is that, clarity definitely coming in here. It all happens for that. The Emperor, even, they get inundated with all these opinions and advice from these advisors and self-appointed advisors, but at some point they're like, all right, everyone, step off. Thank you, you can clear the throne room. I'm the Emperor. I got decisions to make, and I'm going to choose what I want. I'm not going to bend my will to everyone else's will. I hear what you're saying, but I know what my heart wants and what my mind wants. I'm going to do these decisions. And this is the figuring out of things, the sorting. It's like the sorting hat in Harry Potter, right? But it's sorting out the thoughts of small t truths that are rooted in fear, conditioning that we grew up with, all those opinions, and our higher truth, what we truly want, what's in our high heart, what's in our higher mind. And there's clarity coming in. So, a lot of thinking, a lot of being in your guys' heads, it seems, um, and possibly seeing things that aren't there because of illusion from the past, right? So a lot of clarity. I feel like that's the big message: is clarity and sorting out of those things. All right, that's the bottom of the deck. Let's see what these other cards are. Yeah, Four of Hearts. Four of Hearts is emotional stability and figuring things out too. What is love? That's a great question that can come up with that card, because usually there's three cups and someone's bored with the three cups that we normally have, lower vibrational love. And then we don't see this higher vibrational love that's coming into the picture in our peripheral. It's usually being offered from the heavens, from the clouds, this Ace of Cups, which is higher love, which is truly what we're looking for. And that's where our emotional stability comes in, when we realize more and more how the outside world and relationships, people, and things aren't fulfilling us. It all turns us inward and upward to find that stability, because the outside world is unstable. People are constantly changing, right? So if I'm defining myself by a relationship, I'm going to feel like all over the place all the time, right? But it's all designed. The outside world is designed not to fulfill us. It can't, so that we will turn inward and upward eventually. If the outside world and relationships uh, made us content and happy, we would never turn inward. We would be so content with the outside world. But part of the plan, part of at least for this um, emanation, I guess that's a word, of this humanity, because we've had different experiences as humanity, different levels of awareness and opening and knowledge and remembrance. This one we kind of came in really blind. What the hell's going on here? But that's why we have it where at some point we want to turn inward and upward and find the unconditional love we're looking for. So it's part of what's happening here with clarity is the outside world isn't going to fulfill me. I'm going to fulfill myself. And then once I fill up and overflow, what other people give me from the outside world changes from lack to above and beyond overflowing. That's where this emotional stability comes in. Till we find that inner love and that, inner connection, we are lost. We are unstable. We're all over the place, right? We can all attest to that for sure. All right. And then you have the moon. Yeah. So here's that illusion. um, the bottom. I was actually thinking of that card when I heard the word illusion, but that is this. We have all these emotions, all the unseen and the unknown of who we really are. That's existing below the surface, behind the scenes, and there is this awakening, this opening up here. So the dissatisfaction of life isn't personal. It's like, okay, yeah, I can't give someone what they're looking for, but they can't give me what I'm looking for either. That's that deep dive into the moon, that going in and up. And this Aries energy with this super full moon, definitely sparky, sparky. I would check out the video I posted from um, that I posted that link to, because that moon energy's there. And we have the King of Trees. Here's more king energy. All the kings have sword energy in addition to that. That's why the King of Angels, the King of Swords, they roll over thought and belief, but then they also get a second portion. So they're the masters of thought and belief and mindset. Well, King of Earth is a balance between earth energy and the mind. So there's some good grounding that comes in through this experience, bringing home, connecting the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are going on. So there is stability that comes through this journey and this adventure. Again, the stability comes from inward and upward, not from the outward, right? As soon as we think, oh, the outside world is stable, something happens, right? So let's see what continues to go on here. We've got a couple more cards. Let's see. These cards are all done. So yeah. So you have the Two of Hearts, union, so important relationship. Let's see what this other card is that came with here. Yeah, and the King of Hearts, healer. So the balance of this. So you do have, this important relationship, and the King of Hearts is a balancer of head and heart that comes in here. Now, I'm not sure. I'm going to see what there was these two cards and there's two cards this way. Let me just take a look here and see here if this is your Leo, or if it's someone else, because I feel like this transformation that's happening here, the bottom of the deck, you also have the Hermit card with retreat and meditation. So you might be going through a time where you feel like disconnected from each other, but you're both going through this transformation and this really deep reflection at this time. But I want to see if this is, yeah, you even got the Nine of Pentacles, which is my other card of being alone and with spirit and doing that raising of that love vibration by finding that self-love and spending that time there. Let's see where this leads. Feel like this will tell us here. So we have Six of Hearts, which is Six of Cups, and the Two of Trees, the Two of Pentacles. Balance, but another choice coming in the outside world. So, this Leo energy, I just kind of feel here the Six of Hearts, the Six of Cups talks about past life connections. That's coming in here. And so this is how you know if the Leo is this person or not, or if there's a second person coming into the picture. You know, are they glowing in the dark? Do they have a rainbow shooting out of their butt? That's the visual. But that's usually when I say, when we're coming across someone with past life connections and fadedness as far as relationship, it's so obvious. It's so different from any other relationship that we've had in interaction with people. It is. It's like, whoa, where did that come from? Why am I so drawn to them so fast? Not in a physical, passionate way, but from the depth of the solar plexus, right? Where we just feel this draw. Yeah, not from the root chakra. Draw like, whoa, but whoa, what is that? It's emotional. It's from the depths. It just feels like, wow, I just feel drawn from the crown chakra to the solar plexus, towards someone. It's like, all right, we have past life connections. And I feel like that's what's going on there. Let's see here. We're also going to pull your fortune cookie from the Akashic Truth, from Akashic Records. There you go. Let's see here. What else do you have regarding? Okay. Energy with you with the Leo. Yeah, well, that makes sense with the Hermit card. We got all the patience coming in here. The sloth. I love the sloths. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way that you want them to in this moment. Have patience, it will eventually work itself out. So they're kind of saying just spend that time inward and upward, raising your low vibration, look at those things, and things will become much more clear here coming up. But that's a good kind of test, litmus test, right? Do they glow in the dark? Do they have a rainbow shooting out of their butt? And if you don't feel that with them, then that's not them, but you're going to have someone coming in where you're going to be like, there's not going to be any question that you know that it's them because you're going to be like, whoa, look at that. So, all right. So that's what they have for you, Infinity. Thank you again for your donation. And hey, shout out to Sean G, one of my other YouTube channel members. Hello, hello. Good to see you. You're welcome, Infinity. All right. And then Johanna, hello, hello. Good to see you. Let's give your donation some love and a like here. We'll see if you're still awake there on the other side of the world. Well, it's only what, 9 or 10 o'clock where you're at. Not super late. So you're considering the analyst job at the police, kind of like an investigator. Oh, like Sherlock Holmes, but not a detective. What piece of wisdom does Spirit have? Because you like the idea, but haven't gone to school for it, and you were ready to click away, but then decided to take one last look. And it even said that you can study while already starting at the job. All right, super sleuth. Let's see here. What does Spirit have for you regarding this? What piece of wisdom? All right. I do want that and those. And I do want those there too. All right. Oh, how fun. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, you do have the seven, the chariot, the path, and exploration. Hi, hi. You also have, yeah, I like these cards that fall underneath it too. Um, because you've got the Ace of Stars, a new spark, Three of Stars, the Three of Wands, which is about a change of direction. And then even underneath that, yeah, we got the King of Angels, the King of Swords, which is again this higher education. So I feel like that's all a yes, 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 yes so far. And that's what I was feeling too, but I like to pull the cards to confirm and have proof. It's good for our human side. I know your higher self would be like, "Oh yeah, I hear it. I'm picking up what you're putting down." But our human likes to see the validation of it, right? So all of those are saying yes, higher education, more education is very supported and welcome. A different path than you're on now is very welcome. This new start with the Ace of Stars is there, and the path exploration. The chariot is victory, it's movement, it's power of choice. So I like that. Yeah, and it's stepping away from your fears, the Nine of Swords. If it's what your dream is and what you want to do, then you can't fail at it. You'll have an adventure with it. And I so would I've always said my mom's the same way, investigator, and using your yeah, I was just about to say, even using your empathic abilities and your intuition to guide you, that you could find stuff. I always loved investigating things like in my jobs because I had a natural, like, people are like, you have a natural problem solving skills. I go, actually, I have voices that cheat, like when I would be in positions of where I was technical support for representatives, I would have lines at my desk coming to ask questions, and I would be like, "All right, what's going on?" They're like, "I can't find this. I looked here and here and here," and I'm like, "Did you look at this page?" They're like, "No." I go, "Check that out," and then you don't have to get in line. You can come back if that's not it. And they go like, "That was it." They're like, "How do you know this stuff without even looking at the policy or their information?" I'm like, the whispers. So I like that. I hear voices. Yeah. Yeah, so it definitely is there, right? And so this getting out of the fears, why didn't you click on it? What are you fearing when you were going to click on it? It's good information to just to look at, why didn't I click on that? I'm like, wait a minute, let me think about it one more time. What's holding you back, right? Be aware of what's holding you back, because that it's just like something that you can just cut away. It's not something that it's like something that'll clutter your mind. And if you look at it now, it'll be great. So that's what I like about that nine of angels, the nine of swords. Yep, you got the sun card, vitality, victory. So you got a victory card with the chariot. Now you have the one of the top, some people believe it's the most abundant, bright, flowing cards out of it all. So I like that. I feel like it too, it has to do with the inner child, that this is like a childhood dream. It's like something that you've always wanted to do. Yeah, and you will. You got a death and a rebirth will result in the King of Pentacles. So that is very much this ending and beginning. You'll be successful at it. So definitely it's supported there. And yeah, even these last three cards, you've got this three of swords, which is expectations and fear. And then the three of pentacles, which is about being true to your authentic self. Why are you fearing? What are these small t truths that are holding you back? And then you have the 10 of wands along with it, which is endings of old and beginning of new. You're investing your energy in a different place, but definitely there is this, all of this beginnings energy and endings energy, taking a different path energy than you're currently at. So I like it all. Very, very much supported there. And it's something that you'll just love to do. And because it, like you said, it helps here with all of your um, like astrology in wanting to help and wanting to get to secrets and helping people, but also um, that the hunt for the answers, right? The who done it energy. So I like that. Yeah, yeah. It's great. They even have some people that they use mediums here sometimes in the United States. In fact, a friend of mine, she's actually a couple of friends of mine were studying with a psychic medium, John Holland. I have some of his medium decks. Um, he helps people. I think he's in Europe though, and like in England maybe, but he helps them get to stuff, and he teaches people to how to certify, and he has a relationship with even police in the United States. So yeah. Well, look, yeah, professional assistance, I like that. So your little cookie here, and it says it may be time to seek wise counsel. This could be in any life area, from legal or financial advice to more personal needs such as counseling or therapy. But I like that. I feel like this is here it is legal, right? That's like the police. But I like that. When I saw it, I thought this is you're going to provide professional assistance. And so this job is supported. I feel like that's just another thumbs up, and that, yeah, nudging you into the legal, even though it's like, well, that's so different from, doing what I'd want to do, but you can combine them both. And that's a good message for everyone, really, is that, any job can be a spiritual job. It's you that brings the spiritualness into a job. So you could be, a customer service rep, a manager, whatever, and you can bring spirituality, can bring the essence of spirit in, because if you're connecting to spirit, you're bringing it in. So I love that. Yeah, nursing, engineering, you're like, "Come on." So, yeah, this is, like, right up your alley. So, click click on it and go for it, and I love that. And I feel like you're gonna get it with all the sun card and everything, but you know that you're like, "Okay, you know what? This is my dream. This is what I would love to do." So, regardless, I'm headed this direction. I'm gonna go take the schooling, whether they hire me now or not. This is what you wanna do. This is a heart's desire. It's like, "Yeah, this is what I wanna do." So, boom, boom, boom. We like that, you know, the decision, that's the whole, scavenger hunt. We try different things and we're like, well," and then you're like, "Oh, I found it." You're like, "Dun, da, da, da." You found the treasure map and you found the treasure, or you found the treasure map and you know what the treasure is and you know that's what you want. Now you're just gonna take steps to go towards it. So I like it. So that is what they have for you, my dear. So thank you again for your donation. I'm excited for you. I'm gonna have to call you, like, my mom, she likes investigating things. I call her, uh, Mama PI, private investigator, and she cracks up. You're very welcome. I'm excited for you. All right. Hey, Mandranda, absolutely. We'll be up to you here momentarily. All right. And then up next, we've got Just Blessings. So thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like here. And what's the outcome if you take the trip next week? All right, let's shuffle these up. Get your energy activated in here. And so, based on current energies, what would be the outcome if you take the trip next week? All right, so you got those. Oh, okay. Either side, we'll do that. Anything else? Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. So let's take a look here. So you do have the 6 of Pentacles coming in here on the bottom of the deck. So that's a good, it's, receiving card. It's an abundance card. So you have a great possibility of, if you're open to receiving and you have gratitude around and raise your love vibration, you have a lot of opportunity to be open to receiving. If we're in lower vibrational fear energy, then we're going to kind of keep things away, and it's going to be. But I feel like even minimal, that it is a beneficial journey based on this card. That's the bottom of the deck. That's the underlying energy. We of course will dive deeper in these other cards here. So let's see what else we have here. Just blessings. All right. So you do have, yeah. So we have the shadow, the fear. This is Capricorn, devil card energy. So this does, show us that what you're feeling now, and as you go through, it's like it's bubbling up fears for you. Your shadow's going, here's some triggers that you can transform and that will free you. It's not to scare you. It's not to, like, our shadow isn't out to get us. It's a part of us. And we assign that part of us. We want you, when we come down here as a human, bring this stuff up so I can be free from it. You're my you're my shadow. You're always with me, and you can, tap me on the shoulder and go, don't forget that, tap tap, look at that. And that's the kind of energy that I feel has been happening, is happening, and will happen. But when we look at it, and like I said, instead of looking at fear and this is happening to me or these things could happen to me, it's more fear of the future that they're like, really? Is it really something to be fearful for? It's something that you've been trained that you can question and transform, right? So I like that energy coming in there. Yeah, because you got the 10 of hearts, so a great opportunity for joy and overflowing is coming in there. You got the 3 of stars, the 3 of wands, and the 4 of hearts. So you have emotional stability with the 4 of hearts, the 4 of cups, and the 3 of wands is about with the new information, taking different directions, making different choices in it. So one thing is to be just aware of, there could be some changes on the trip, some little, a delay or, a little wrench that gets thrown in here and there. But if we take it as, okay, these are things happening for me instead of to me, then you can take you in this higher, like we talked about it. We can go to a higher place and we get that. Like, let's say you get to a hotel and they're like, um, I'm sorry, what is your name? And they're looking and they're like, do you have your reservation? Whatever, da da da. And they're like, huh, we're not seeing it in our system. And if we go like in what is that Inside Out, that Pixar, I think it's Pixar, that has like those little characters representing different emotions inside the little girl, and the little anger guy is red, and then suddenly he goes from nothing to brah and all this fire, and we're all like brah out of fear, right? If we're like, oh, okay, well, do you have a room available? And they're like, you know what? And they're like, well, you know what? The regular room on this reservation, we don't have, those are all booked up. But you know what? I'm going to put you in this next level up and da 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 da, and blah 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 blah. Sorry for the inconvenience, and because we greet it with honey instead of crap, it becomes a much better experience, right? And that's the kind of thing they're looking at is like, look at every opportunity as it's happening for me for a reason, and I'm going to get benefit if I'll be open to receiving instead of, attacking out of fear or reacting out of fear, right? So I like all this. I know it sounds a little scary, but let's continue here. Yeah, because you got the 4 of hearts, 4 of cups, which is emotional stability during the trip. You have the 4 of trees to some more stability of the outside world. So there is, definite security in the trip with that coming in here. Now let's see here. These 4 cards are interesting how they're coming in. It's like they're like this. Whoa, maybe. So it feels like there's like it starts off here with a foundation, which is what we'll start off here. Yeah, we've got the Hanged Man, which is transformation, seeing things from a higher perspective. So a good foundation there. And then yeah, I get to see them all. I get to see what they are. But you got the Empress, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, abundance again, and harvest. So they're like, if you just, and even look at the butterflies. I usually look at the Hanged Man as like a cocoon, and here is the butterfly, the transformation that happens. And the King of Pentacles, abundance overflowing. And then the Queen of Angels, the Queen of Swords, balancing of head and heart. It really feels like it's beneficial for sure. I like that they're like, well, we got to show you that it's going to be like very abundant, coming back to the 6 of trees, the 6 of pentacles. I feel like it's going to be beneficial at the bare minimum if you go in raging and reacting and triggering and sparking all over the place. Still going to turn out fine and good. But it's a great opportunity to let go of a lot of old beliefs and mindsets, and any of the um, reactions, and realize this trigger that's coming up is mine. I'm going to choose differently, and then look at that trigger when I have time alone. It can be like abundant and really freeing and transforming. So I like it. It feels like a very positive trip. Let's give you your fortune cookie here from the Akashic Truth. And let's see what else they have here for you. Any other little tidbit that will help? Yeah. So we have the little pause. And that makes sense with that hanged man too. You're being asked to pause before making a quick decision and moving forward. Allow yourself to step back, look at all the possible outcomes, and make sure you're heading in the right direction before moving forward. So I like that. That does support what we've talked about here. It's like even while you're in it, pause, step back. Am I making the right decision for my highest outcome? And I like that because it's like before you're making a decision, pause, step back, look at your fears. What am I fearing? All right, let me get rid of those and let me move forward in higher vibration. Because if we make choices from a place of fear, we're going to make fearful, low vibration decisions. It's like a 2-year-old and its pet hissing cat making decisions for us. Uh-oh. Whereas if we make decisions from a stable place, then our intelligent mind is there, spirit is there, we're hearing, we're making great decisions that bring us higher vibrational experiences instead of low. So hopefully that helps, but that's what they have for you, just blessings. I'm saying, here you go. Take a big deep breath, step back, look at your fears, make plans, then went from a place of peace and go for it. So I like it. Right? So that's what they have. So many blessings to you. All right, let me just make sure here. All right. So up next we have Brenda, and then we have Rhonda, and then Maria will be in after that via the PayPal. All right. So Brenda, thank you so much for your donation and the rainbow unicorn. So grateful for that. So, a general in love and dates and money. All right, let's take a look here. Just going to take a quick sip of my coffee here. All right. So, Brenda. And I repeat people's names. Like I have Rhonda, Brenda. All right. So, first of all, love and dates. A general. So, love and it kind of bridges over into dates. Okay. That's interesting. So, you got 2 cards, 1 card, 2 cards. Love bridging into dates. And then money. Dinero. Mucho dinero. That's I know a little Spanish from living in San Antonio, Texas, back in the days. So I like it. Overall, you've got some great energies with the page of stars. It's the page of wands. Yeah, page of wands and curiosity. But there is this, it's a spark, right? The page of wands is about new interests, new beginnings, new journeys on all this. So freshness, not stagnancy. So we like that kind of energy coming in there, for sure. All right, so let's look at we had love first. So let's look at love here, and we've got well, you got Page of Hearts and Nine of Hearts, Nine of Cups, and the Page of Cups. So when we're talking about love, well, Hearts and Cups definitely is all about love. This is like a dream come true with the Nine of Cups. And the Page of Cups, even, especially with the Page of Stars, over there is about like this going, taking love to another level, having love come in that's so different than you've had before, and I feel like a big piece of that does have to do with you having, um, really spent some important time and attention finding that self-love inside of you, because you're expanding your self-love, your ability to give and receive love in human world is also opened up, and it just so happens that this person that's also been transforming, is has expanded their ability to give and receive love from before. So a heightened vibrational love that's here. Let's see what's bridging in between here. Yeah, and you got, so you have the full card beginnings. New beginnings, ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures. So perfect. So this love transforms over into dates. Let's see what's coming in here with the dates. Yeah, we got the 10 of trees, the 10 of pentacles, and the 6 of angels, the 6 of swords. Movement of old thinking to new thinking, but movement and abundance. So definitely feel like you're going to have a date coming up here very quickly, because that it is a card of movement. Movement of mind turns into movement of the outside world, and then 10 of trees. I also like it's called loyalty. Finally, a higher vibrational relationship, right? A higher vibrational date. So I like this for you. So good stuff coming in there with love. I do feel like it's you're going to end up with a date here very soon, but it's going to be different than anything you've had before. So the Fool card is like getting rid of like expectations and just enjoying it for what it is, and then you have so much gratitude for each step. And if you're going, well, it needs to be this, they need to do this, and then they need to pick me up, and then they're gonna take me to this restaurant, and then they're gonna do this, and they don't do something, it's lacking. But if we're like, you know what, I'm just gonna go and enjoy them for who they are, and they take you to a carnival, and you ride, merry-go-round, and it's romantic, and he wins a stuffed toy for you, and you're like, oh my god, this is so fun, and you have no expectations. It's like abundance. They have all these expectations, then it's just like lacking. So I like that with the Full card, to keep that in mind. Right. And then money, money, money. Yeah. So you have the 5 of trees, the beliefs in lack, and the path, the chariot card, the power of choice. So you've got two sets of cards. These come in first. This does tell me just to question your beliefs and limitation. Maybe below the surface there is that belief systems that you have to do so much to deserve so little, and we probably talked about it before, but for anyone else that this resonates with, I do have a 6 of pentacles um video, which we'll put down here. And this just talks about, because the 5 of pentacles leads into the 6 of pentacles, our beliefs of lack and limitation start very early when our emotional body's created 7 years old and younger. Video talks about it a little bit, about how we can bring that out of balance down below, and that allows this flow, because this forest field from our little inner child will keep abundance, will keep things away, even though consciously I'm like, no, I want more money, I want money, I want to win the lotto. But underneath, below the surface, in the subconscious world, our little inner child who rolls over our forest fields goes, no, 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 you don't deserve that yet. You have to do this much, and you've only done this much. And then they'll, you know, keep things away from us. So I like that. um, so, check that out there, because you do have here, you got the King of Angels and the 6 of Hearts. 6 of Cups, here's the inner child I was just talking about, and the King of Angels, the King of Swords. So there is some thoughts and beliefs that can be looked at to transform that. And I feel like they're telling you that. So if you do that, then those force fields come down, and then the flood of abundance comes in as well. So I like that. Right. So check that out. And Faith and Love says it's a very good video. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support of that. Rhonda, Rhonda. Yeah, the song, right? Rhonda, Rhonda. Oh, Rhonda, Rhonda. The old song, right? All right. And then let's give you your fortune cookie. What else does Spirit want you to know right now? Brenda. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, resolution. Here's the wolf howling at the moon. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want, but being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. So we like that, that can do with love with that full card, but also that I feel like that talks about here with the like this video and this information with money, there can be resolution. It's like, oh, yeah. And one of the things, I don't know if I talk about it in the video, but gratitude, right? When I focus on lack or that I need more money, I want more money, I'm missing money, um, then push money away and I draw lack in because my energy is telling the universe when I focus on lack, I enjoy lack, right? And then, but if I focus on gratitude for what I do have and trusting that the creator is going to bring me everything I need in each moment, then I draw in abundance, right? So that helps too. That's kind of the energy. In fact, let me share that one too, because that's the one. Actually, it's the episode right before that one, and we talk about energy work and what our energy does and what it brings in. So if those resonate, check them out. Check it. All right. So Brenda, that was for you. So thank you again for your donation and many blessings to you. And then we jump here. Let's see. Come in here. All right. So Rhonda, you are up next. And then Maria, and then back to Infinity, and then Rocky's World. Hey, Rocky. All right. So let me catch up here. I did see you had commented a couple things, so we'll look at those too just to make sure. So thank you for your donation and your upside down sticker. I love it. So I'm so glad that the readings and the words help you. Oh, I love that. All right. So shadow side or ego side. Your Gemini gets things shaken up. Is that right? The upside down? Your confidence gets doubted in myself, for me, not to hurt me. And then there's always that patient stuck deep in between my own self. You believe everyone knows, but fear, rages, yeah, we definitely have so much of that as in the humans, right? All right. And then let me see here. Was your question earlier, maybe? Let me just look up here. If you haven't put your question out there, Rhonda, go ahead and put it out there. I'm just going to slowly scroll back down here. Oh, it's right there. It was before your sticker. So, what are you supposed to know about Rex and your relationship that you're not understanding so you can move forward in a better way in your mind? You keep fighting with yourself. Okay, I get you. I get you. All right, Rhonda. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know about Rex so that you can move beyond here. All right. Got that. And then that leads you into here. Into this journey. Okay. Perfect. All right. Let me just get these cards scooched over here. All right. Bottom of the deck. We've got here this Queen of Trees, the Queen of Pentacles. Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. There's this, energy here of taking care of you and realizing, one of the big things, and I don't know if they told you this before, it's coming back from like a year ago. It's like it feels like it's been a while, where it's you deserve to be with someone like you know, that you're not the one that gives so much and all the attention and all the love energy and the mental energy and the physical energy and the um, passionate energy and all this, that you're the one that's giving and getting, so these videos about that rate of exchange that's inside, it's important to look at that because when we feel like I have to do so much to deserve so little, and then we feel like, well, they're the ones that are giving me the one coin. So why am I not happy? And it's like, well, because even though our inner child, even though our inner child, um, has this belief, of, well, you have to do that to deserve that. Our spirit knows, that ain't fair. Even though a child, does it and realizes it, and it's like, nope, you know, um, that's 1 to 1 is fair. 1,000 to 1, no. And I feel like it's important to know that, when we realize it and we can balance that out, then we're like, wait a minute, I feel like I'm being used. And we can really, when we're in the fear of that little inner child and looking at that out of balance, thinking that's okay, we don't realize how we're being used and how we're being a mat, and that you know they're a vampire and we're their living blood bag in a way, but we've invited them in, and we can uninvite them out too. It's like the vampire movies, like especially True Blood. I loved how they, um Sookie, when whoever, like, I think Belle the vampire, he really pissed her off, and she was like, "I uninvite you," and the door flew open, and he went flying at the front door and then slammed the door. And it's like, yeah, I can uninvite this vampire out of my life. I like that visual because you deserve to be with someone like you that gives and does that. So that's the bottom of the deck. Let's see what these other cards are about. Yeah. 8 of Stars, Surge, 8 of Energy. You do have this, a lot of passion that flows here. I feel like the thing that they give is, passion. Maybe are they a hot blooded individual? Um, they give that, and that can disguise as love of emotion. And we're like, well, at least I have that. It's like you deserve so much more. And I feel like that's what they're wanting to say with this 8 of Stars, the 8 of Wands, is you deserve more than just a lot of passion and here and there, right? Yeah. And so there's this, energy that comes in there. So, we have that. And then let's see what else we have here. Yeah. Because you got the 6 of Wands, victory, movement, the Wheel of Fortune, movement and abundance. This is saying that, everything does happen on purpose for a purpose for us with the Wheel of Fortune. And when we can look at that and go, okay, I wanted to experience Rex. He's not a mistake, right? It wasn't, whoops, the creator spilled and, oh no, Rex spilled into Rhonda's life. It's like, no, you guys came together on purpose for a purpose. You were mirrors for each other. You have no idea what he learned from you. All you can do is focus on, what did I learn about myself in this relationship? I feel like a big thing is I deserve to be with someone like me. I deserve, to just I think that's just a 1 or 2 word affirmation. Wow, it is hitting me deep inside. I feel like it's hitting a lot of us deep inside. Just say it out loud if you can. I deserve. Feel that deeply. I deserve, right? Wow. Woo! Powerful energy. And there is this, happening on purpose for a purpose. And there's this flow. I deserve. Let that be your new affirmation for a while. Yeah. So you do have the retreat. So this is the hermit's journey, stepping back, stepping back, stepping back, and meditating, connecting higher, looking, upward, seeing things for it is, getting away from it all. And this would be separating yourself in whatever way you do. Separate mentally, no communication, no emotion, um, no energy invested in worrying about them. It's more about gratitude. What are you grateful for in your life, and having your energy focused on what you do want instead of what you don't want, right? So, yeah. His hiccup is really, with this 8 of stars and that they don't have a whole lot of self-love, and so they can't give you that. All if they're gonna give you love because their self-love is like this, they're like, "Well, here," and you're like, "Oh, no, no, that's okay. I think you need to keep that. You need that more than I do." It's like when someone tips you a nickel in this day and age in America. You're like, That's okay. You keep that. You probably need that more than I do." And that's the kind of stuff that comes in with that, right? Um, and the they can only give passion. They've replaced and they kind of learned that passion is how you tell people that you love them and that you are shown love, because that's what they witnessed, in their life and kind of the conditioning they have. But it's like, no, that's not a replacement. That's like the gift wrap on the outside of the box. But if you give me an empty box with gift wrap and a ribbon, I'm like, pretty, but I got plenty of cardboard boxes already. Well, thanks for the effort. So we like that there. You know, um how we get away from fighting with ourself, and how we get to the root, because what you're feeling within you, the draw and is fear. It's, I'm not going to find love again. I i this is all that I know. It's like trying to take a potato away from someone who's starving, right? And part of this, the retreat, the meditation, is the more you turn inward and upward and find the love that you're really looking for, and you face these fears of that I'm not lovable, and if I don't have them, I'm not going to have anyone. Trust me, you'll find love again and love again and love again. And we continue to find people and our teachers who are showing us, pointing us back to ourselves till we see what we're trying to find for ourselves. And so the more that we take our energy from focusing on, I need them and the fears, finding whatever way. I like this retreat, the meditation is, yeah, it is Pepe Le Pew. That is, oh, baby. That is like a get away. It's all, it's such a perfect picture of what I was trying to come across. That's hilarious. But the retreat is to retreat back and step out of your fears, do the things that calm you so you can come to a place of peace, and then you look at that, and then you look at, what am I fearing? And um, connecting as much as you can to your higher self in the spirit world, because they are beings of unconditional love and light. And when I focus on their love, what do? I'm growing that love within me in my life. When I'm focusing on the external world, the world of conditions and instability and lower vibration, I get more lower vibration, right? It just, and especially if I'm focusing on wanting and needing, because that's what my fear is, like, I need them, I want them to be complete, then I grow all that. But when I connect higher and higher and higher, that's what expands up there, as well. Wow. Yeah. So you're realizing, I'm you can feel trapped, right? And you're like, well, no, I need to find a way to go retreat and live on my own and be away from it all, right? Yeah. I love that. Yeah, here we go. So the retreat with the hermit, number 9, the major arcana, and then you have the 9 of swords. And the 9 of swords is facing our fears in that solitude, right? The 9, questioning my fears and my thoughts and my beliefs. Yeah. The the hanged man, which is about, cocooning, like, usually there's like someone hanging up upside down from a tree like a cocoon. It's like I'm ready to cocoon away, transform, let my old caterpillar go away so I transform into the butterfly. It's letting go of those old fears, those old limiting beliefs, the small t tourists that come in here. Yeah, and we've got the tower card here with the ego and the collapse, right? And you can ask spirit, spirit knows, your higher self knows what it's looking for and what it's wanting. You've got the five of trees on the bottom of the deck, which is that believes in lack and smallness. Again, I deserve. And as you start to say that on the inside and believe it, as you say it more and more, the affirmation, I deserve, not I deserve crap, of course, I deserve unconditional love. I deserve eternal love. I deserve reciprocation. I deserve one to one, and that really helps with that, right? Yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah, so you said you've been with him for 6 years? Sorry, I thought you said you were living with him for 6 years. But, yeah, it's choosing to go, "All right, I've had enough," and until you tell the ugly feeling inside you of not getting what you feel you really deserve, until that ugly feeling outweighs our fears, we don't make movement, right? And so as we question our fears and as that ugly feeling grows, eventually that ugly feeling of not being us and being true to ourselves, that outweighs our fears, and then we take action. And that's what our human does, right? Yeah. So you have the better deal there. You have, and get rid of that only. I have me, and he has everything else except me. I have the best part of the deal because I'm priceless. All that other stuff, temporary, unstable. But me, I have me, right? And yeah, and so it's like, really connecting to that, the I deserve. So, check out those videos. And of course, I've got my From Chaos to Cozy free podcast that I had several videos on there too that can help connect to our higher love too. So yeah. So let's see here what else you have here. Yeah, wow. So you have reach out. This is your fortune cookie. It says, "You've isolated yourself." Huh, I think you just said that. "And are trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. So reach out to ask for support at this time." You can start with spirit, go, you know, we give spirit and our whole posse support team a honey-do list before we come down here, right? So they're always working on that. But as a human down here too, they won't meddle with our free will and our power of choice. They're like, until we ask them, "Hey guys, I really, of my own free will, I need answers. I need guidance. Can you show me the way? Show me signs and all that." Then they're like, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah." So ask them for help, and they actually will. They're always behind us, but they'll like clear their throat in a way, like just to go, just a reminder, we're back here, and they'll do that through repeating numbers and synchronicities and things too to have you remember that, and to do that. Um, yeah, yeah. And so, you know, there's reaching out from help from spirit, but also you say that you're alone and you have no one else except for you. But isn't there people out there? Isn't there? Family, friends, someone distant somewhere, even if it's somewhere else in another state or somewhere else where you're like, hey, you know, um, I need help and I is there anything that you can do? Even if it's crashing on your couch, whatever, it's like, yeah, it's allowing yourself to go, um, and not close doors, and don't let fear hold you back. Just whoever comes to your mind when spirit is saying, reach out to these people, or ask spirit for guidance, and they will show you, whether it's reaching out to government, for help, because you're in the United States, right? Um, it's like, okay, I need assistance. Can I go somewhere else? Can I be somewhere else? As well. Um, so hopefully that'll help movement, and even maybe moving location away. You're not looking at Rex as the solution. You're like, I am the ruler of my life. I'm not in the back seat, in a child seat being driven around by the universe. No, I'm the one driving my vehicle. I'm driving a bus. And the creator is my co-creator of my life, and they're handling the music and the nav system and handing out the snacks and the air conditioning and or heating. And then all of my spiritual posse, they're all these puppies in the back seat that are like, yeah, we want to go wherever you want to go. And so we're not at the whim of the world. It's like, what do I want? And then we start putting gratitude and higher vibration into that, right? So if you're talking about being in 5D, that's about having that higher vibration. Lower vibration is the 3D. That's the fear energy, and that draws us down, right? Yeah. It's probably not as complicated as that you're making it though, right? It's like when you realize, we've been building his future, but now it's time for yours, right? You feel like you've been at the whim of their life, but um you just kind of been following their bus and your bus, and you're like, I can take an exit ramp and I can go a different direction where I want to go, right? What are you afraid of? What is connecting you that you're afraid to let go of? You can take time to look at that and step back, right? So maybe it's not as complicated as it seems. Life isn't that way, right? Life is about choices, and when we realize there's no wrong choice, we can look at things right. Yeah. Yeah, but you deserve more, right? You deserve more, and you're settling for small. So that's not 5D, that's all 3D, right? So maybe kind of getting honest, that I'm not in 5D in this situation. I'm in 3D because I have fear. I have, 5D is more collective and feeling part of unity, and no fear, right? Because we're experiencing unconditional love and movement and gratitude and laughter and joy. And if you're not feeling that, then that's not 5D. That's not higher vibration. It's lower vibration, and going, yeah, you know what? Regarding him, you can be in 5D in other areas of your life, but regarding him, that feels 3D. So maybe take a look at that. All right. All right. So that's what they have for you right now, Rhonda. Rhonda, thank you so much for your donation. I know that means a lot when you don't have a whole lot. So thank you for that. And hang in there. We send you lots and lots and lots of love. You're going to get through this moment, or you're not. In either case, you're going to be fine, right? That's what I usually say. I'm either going to get through this moment of this human character, or I'm not. And then I'm back on the other side. And so what's the worst that could happen? You know, I could die. But that's the best that can happen to a human is that we go back to our unconditional loving place. So what am I afraid of? Let me just go live this life, because what's the worst that could happen is that it ends. Well, let me go. I'm going to go take chances. I'm going to go reach out. I'm going to go make different decisions and see what this adventure can be for me. Right. Yeah. So there we go. All right, my dear, many blessings to you, and hang in there. All right. And then up next here, so after Rhonda, we have Maria, right? Yep, Maria. So via Z PayPal, and then we'll come back to Infinity and then Rocky's World for your dual donation there. All right. So Maria, thank you for your donation. And we're back to the days of your lives. The Sunday matinee edition. So let's take a look here. Appreciate that. Take another quick sip here. All right. So let us take a look here. What are Walter's feelings and thought? There's just one card for thoughts, but it's thought today. And then any updates on his moving of that place where he stays, that place. And then what does he like the most that you do? Whoa. Okay. Those. And then anything Spirit wants you to know about you and Walter's connection. Okay. What did I do with that one? And then that one. Anything else? All right. All right. So I like it. Bottom of the deck, energy. Ace of Cups, love. Boo 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 boo. So like there was any doubt of that, but we like that's like the starting picture of the you know the TV, like when they have what shows at the beginning. That's it right there. All right. So Walter's feelings. So Walter's feelings here. All right. Yeah. We've got kind of this dual energy of retreat with the Hermit card, and then Wheel of Fortune, abundance and overflowingness too. So, there is this energy that's coming together and coming through on that. And um, we've got that solitudeness in one part of them, which does feel, I mean, like they're wanting to be away, but then their heart is looking about the wheels of fate turning and looking towards the future too. So, and it's the progression 9, 10, that comes in here too. So we like that. There is this leaving the current situation and then letting the wheels turn and spinning the wheel. It's like the game show, the Wheel of Fortune, then spin the wheel. And what are we gonna get? There's this excitement for the future that's in their heart too, regarding you. So I like that. But they're also trying to stay, solid with that Hermit card. They're like, it's all about progression. They're okay with things progressing, taking time. Yeah. And then their thought for you today here. Oh, I guess that's why you got Three of Cups, joy and celebration. So happy, happy heart energy coming in there that they just think of you and smile, which is good. Uh, it's like they can't help but smile because I can't help but smile right now. It's just like, yeah, wow, so we like that. All right. And then, let's see here. Any more updates on his moving out of that place? Let's see here. Well, yeah, we got the uh turnaround card is the hanged man, which is patience and timing, things are unfolding. But there's the shadow, there's some fears, there's some shaking out of some stuff that has to happen first. So major arcana, there's transformation. I like that revolution and fear. Um, but I mean, that's four major arcana so far out of the five that came out here. So, I mean, it's big transformation and big transition that they're going through, but there are some fears that delay, right? Like not having enough. And what will people think? Where I go, there's some speed bumps that kick in there, but it is progressing. The Hanged Man is about transformation. Things are changing, things are going, but it's just taking time, like that. So that is what they have for that. And then what does he like most that you do? All right, let's take a look here. Okay. So we have the Eight of Trees, the Eight of Pentacles, which is the energy of growth and expansion, and that you work hard in life. It's the blood, the sweat, the tears. That you have this, energy of drive and achieving and transformation too that comes in there. But and then right along with that, with the Knight of Stars, they love your fiery energy of this adventure, of this movement, passion too. But it's the energy that you have of adventure combined with skill, and that you don't just fly off the handle and go into an adventure, you know, well, let's go see what happens. You love adventure, but you like informed adventure, if that makes sense. And he likes that combination. It's just a because it's earthy energy with fire energy, and so it's balanced. It's like you love adventure and you'll go on an adventure, but you don't just, it's like um spontaneity you can deal with because of how much information you have in your head, because you have a lot of thinking that you've done that you can access like this. But if it's something beyond what you've looked at before, you're like, well, give me 5 minutes and you'll research. I love that. It's too funny. But so that's a couple things that they really, really like about you is the sense of adventure and excitement, but groundedness and skill along with that too. And anything else Spirit wants you to know about your connection with Walter here? Yeah. Yeah. So you got the King of Stars, the King of Wands, and the Eight of Angels, the Eight of Swords. That there is sorting, there is a movement of thought and belief and mindset. You guys are gaining a lot of clarity around things. I like this journey that you guys are on with this because I'm seeing that um, you both see each other as someone who you haven't ever experienced before, relationship wise. And even in human physical life, kind of, you guys are very unique. You have a lot of similarities, and you're because of the time and the discussions you have, you guys are really coming to, I want to say, like um a lot of clarity and what is it, concluding things, because you're understanding it, you're putting things to rest, because you're like, oh, so when that person did da, 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 I get it, they weren't this, and that's why it wasn't that, just to giving you a lot of hindsight, a lot of putting things to bed, if that makes sense. And then the King of Stars, I like that you know Knight of Stars, King of Stars, that you guys do have this fiery energy that goes beyond, and I feel like we already know that you have past life connections, but you got a lot of energy that interacts with you guys together too. So um there's that, the drive that you have comes from the same place, and it's the drive for adventure, it's the drive for excitement. It's not the drive to achieve and have things and security and blah blah blah, a lot of the stuff, the fears that drive humans. I feel like you guys have this, you know understanding of where your energy comes from, where your drive comes from. So I like that. And let's take a look here. Your Akashic Oracle, Truth Oracle for your fortune cookie. All right. Yeah. So here we go. I like this. This is like the thing that's being put to rest, the shame of the past. You've both carried this burden far too long, and it's time to release the guilt that you've placed on yourselves and start a new chapter in your lives. Set a new goal and begin taking action towards happiness. Yeah. So the shame of the past, there's just like this forgiving of yourselves to allow yourselves to go forward. Um, it's an amazing thing. That's what I feel like this discussions that you guys have, you're putting so many things to rest so that you can move forward into a new adventure. So I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. Wow, Rhonda, you wrote a lot here. Let's see here. Just quickly catch up here. Hmm. Yeah, that's that nurturer, right? You always take care of everyone else, but it's time for you to take care of you. Yeah, he can't give you the love that you've been looking for, right? Because he only has this much self-love for himself. So you're the only one that can give you the love that you're looking for, Rhonda. And then you fill up and overflow. And it's not him. We've been talking, yeah, since you've been on here. I just feel like Rex is like, no, they're not the one. They've been showing you what you need to see about yourself, or what you wanted to see about yourself. But yeah, there's someone you deserve down the line. So I like that. Right. Much love to you, my dear. All right. So so that was Maria. So thank you, Maria, again for your donation. Up next, we have Infinity, and then two for Rocky's World. And yeah, I'm going to be on for about 30 more minutes. So we'll see how far we get here. Then up next after that would be my YouTube channel members for any of their free readings. You'll see their names in green with badges. And then if I have any time left in the session, then I go on to the free readings. But do not fret. Sundays are special. I will get you answers today. In about 30 minutes, I'll be heading off to spend an hour with my Praying Mantis members, and then I'm going to eat, and then I'll be back on to complete all readings. So you will get messages today. All right. If you want to dive deeper or get prioritized, then a donation of any kind will do that as well. Otherwise, I will get to you. All right. Okie dokie. So, Infinity, thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like there. And thank you for your additional donation. I love all your pumpkin and ghosts for Halloween. Coming up fast here. So, you'd like a little general reading. All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know here? Just a little one. I don't want a big, extensive reading. Well, we'll see what Spirit has here for you. Okay. Let's scooch these over. So you got the Queen of Stars on the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Wands, the Illuminator. I like this. Um, Stepping into your power, realizing who you are, right? Remembering who you really are, and that, the Queen of Wands, she walks into a room and changes the energy just by her presence, and that whatever she puts her mind to and her action and intention in, she gets done. She accomplishes a lot of things. Very powerful energy. um fire energy. Also, she has a strong connection to spirit. The wands energy is spiritual energy, but all the queens get a second portion of cups behind them, which is empathic ability and connection. So remembering that you're not here alone and that you can connect to spirit in such strong ways. So, but they honor your free will and they won't meddle in your life until you ask them for clarity. They'll give you signs and synchronicities, just a reminder, hey, you're not alone. We're here. If you need anything, just ask. And so do. I like that. You hit a wall, you have to go left or right. You're like, I don't know. Spirit, which is for my highest experience. They're like, take a right. And you're like, you take a right and boom, wonderful things. And you're like, all right, I can trust you guys. Right. So I like that energy on the bottom of the deck. You also have the Five of Angels, the Five of Swords, the battle between the head and the heart. So this is like when you have conflict, or like your heart wants to do one thing, your head wants to do another, that's when you can dial in your eye in the sky and ask them what's the best here. Help solve this disagreement my heart and head are having, and they will bring you answers with that. So I like that. You have the Knight of Trees, the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight out of it all. And I feel like there is this message that comes in with that. Trust timing, trust that everything, there's 4 seasons in the outside world for a reason. Every season has a reason, and we can trust it and know that during that time, if things slow down, it's a good opportunity for us to raise our love vibration, question more thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve us, that we can release, transform emotions that no longer serve us, raises our love vibration, and then it speeds things back up. So when things slow down, it's like giving me an opportunity to really look at stuff, to raise that vibration, then to continue on to the next thing. And then things slow down. I raise my vibration, it speeds back up, it slows down. I blah, 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 right? So I like that coming in here. Yeah. And then you have the 10 of trees, the 10 of pentacles, abundance, overflowingness, even relationship. It's the outside world that, when we keep doing that, we're drawing in things of that higher vibration. So we raise our vibration, we draw in things that match it. We raise up more, we draw in more. So this feeling of abundance can come in every area of our life, relationships, children, pets, because usually there's like two people together, and a child and a dog and an old man in a chair, meaning ancestry and legacy, and the coins, so the abundance of money, a castle, home. The outside world can really, we can transform and see the world so differently and see how abundant it is as well, especially if we have a lot of gratitude around, what we do have and what we have had. It helps raise our love vibration too. And then these 2 cards came out together. What is this? All right, well, here we go. So, what I was just talking about. The Magician, where am I focusing my energy? I hold the power. And the Teacher, the Hierophant, our higher self, showing us the capital T truths of what I truly want, and who I truly want to be with, what I truly want to do with my life. Not what I've been told I'm supposed to, but this change and this revving up of life that comes in with that. Let's see what else we have here with these two. Sorry if you just heard my stomach growl really loud. I'm like, whoa, is there an alien in there? Um, so we got the Queen of Trees, the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, birthing of things, but choosing from your heart about what you're wanting here. And there goes, you started off with the Five of Swords. You got the Five of Wands, which is a transformation of energy from lower vibrational to higher vibration, from drama to peace, from chaos to peace. And so I feel like there's this beautiful, empowerment. Remember who you really are. And that the with that Magician, that the Queen of Wands holds the magic wand too. So it's this knowing your power, knowing that you're not at the whim of the outside world, that the outside world, you draw in what you're focusing on, like attracts like. So as you focus in on that energy, it's going to draw that in for you. Right? And let's take a look here what your fortune cookie. Whoa. All right. You get 2. See what we have here. Yeah. Well, so turn away from the difficult road and look at the rewards and recognition. So these are the choices, right? And here's the focusing on gratitude brings us the reward and the recognition. When we focus on the difficult road, we miss out on the abundance, right? So difficult road, it's spirit of perseverance, being prepared for great things, walking this hard path in life, prepared for great things, right? Focusing on the great things. Rewards and recognition is congratulations, your hard work will soon pay off and take you in a direction of your dreams. Acknowledge your efforts and own your power. It says it there. I probably won't focus enough, but it says right there, own your power. So there we go. That's your short general reading. All right. So that's what they have for you, Infinity. Many blessings. Much love to you. Thank you for your donation again. All right, Rocky's World, you are up. So, first donation here. Thank you for that. Let's give that a love and a like. And your first question is, how does Roberto feel about you? All right, let's take a look here. Oops, come on, mouse. Acting weird. There we go. Let's shuffle these up. One more time. And a quick sip. All right. So, based on current energies, how does Roberto feel about you? And of course, their feelings are really influenced by how they see themselves in each moment, right? So we know that, when we ask about other people's feelings, for us, we're really asking, how are they feeling about themselves? And how am I reflecting that? Because we don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. So if I'm in a great, great mood, I'm going to see you in amazing ways. If I woke up feeling sick and in wrong side of the bed, you're not going to be as wonderful today. And it has nothing to do with you at all, right? It has to do with my filters changing and altering, like a kaleidoscope, right? Turns dark. But on the bottom of the deck, they do see you as someone who's very nurturing, the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. Not like their mother. You're like, oh God, please don't make them feel like I'm their mother. But you bring that nurturingness, that caringness, and they see you in that manner. They see you as someone with a huge heart that does have a lot to be able to give, right? All right. Yeah. And they got the 10 of hearts. So there is a lot of joy and great amount of emotion that's there for you. And the eight of stars is the eight of wands, which is also a lot of passion and attraction that's there. So there's both emotion and physical, energetic attraction that's existing below the surface there. So what's their problem? Maybe there isn't a problem because we got the Knight of Hearts, which is movement. Knight of Cups, movement. It says romance on the bottom. Movement of heart and belief and emotional energy, and so it's like they're wanting to move on this. I'll see what these other cards are, but they took me to the bottom of the deck here just to see what is holding them back. If I feel like he's holding himself back, right? Got the seven of stars and the ego. In this one, this is the tower card. There's this fear of if they're themselves and if they express themselves, that people leave. That I don't feel like people could handle the great amount of emotion that can flow through them. I feel like they're a big feeler, like they feel big, they have great passion. And I feel like people have told them in the past, you're a bit much to handle. You need to bring it down. And people have rejected him in the past. And so they do shrink, they're light, and they do hesitate to act on their emotions and that because they've gotten so much feedback. And even like they had a lot of energy, like maybe even a hyperactive child where they got in trouble a lot at school and from their parents, and we're going to put you on Ritalin or whatever, and and then got made fun of. And so I feel like there's a great amount of holding themselves back because they got so much rejection and teased and negative feedback and got in trouble and punishment for expressing this bright light and thing that they have. So they keep a lot of this below the surface. I'm not sure if that resonates there, but that's what's coming in there. And then, what else do we have here? All right. So I feel like soon here with the Ace of Stars, the Ace of Wands is a new spark, a new adventure. We've got the Awakening coming in here with the Judgment card. The 20 is usually two X's, the Roman numeral XX. And it is about double endings, double new beginnings. And this Ace of Stars, it does show like they're reaching this point where they just can't hold it in anymore. I feel like they're just going to here I am. And you're just like, whoa. It's like walking out of a dark movie theater into the bright day, watching after watching a matinee. You're like, whoa, that's a bit bright, but let my eyes get used to it. Let me put on some shades and um and not reject, but go, wow, look how bright you are. And I feel like your reaction will be important when they decide to do that. Yeah. I like it. So you got the Four of Wands, joy, celebration, happiness, stable energy, and the Ace of Angels, the Ace of Swords, new communication, um, clarity, awareness that comes in with all this too. So I like this. So there is a lot that's below the surface, and they're getting kind of gaining the confidence, I would say, to, share that more and more with you, if that makes sense. If that resonates, that cracked you up. But it is, right? You're like, whoa, where did all that come from? It's like it went from I feel like it's going to go from one extreme to the other. Yeah, yeah. So, and things you can do, of course, um, whoa, is gratitude. Okay, I think those two are yours. They two cards came flying out of this deck here for your fortune cookies, so you get two. But I feel like things that we can do to encourage others is you know not no judgment, no how they're falling short in things, but gratitude for the things we love about them. Because when that's what gives us confidence, right? To share more of ourselves. If someone tells me something they appreciate about who I am sincerely, not making shit up, oops, stuff, or specific examples of it. When people go, "I think you're great," you're like, "Great." What does that mean? Um, that's things my mom would say. You're great. Not my mom, but moms in general or parents, teachers or whatever. Or people just say you're great. And what's that supposed to mean? Is that supposed to mean something? But when people sincerely go, what I love about you is that the way you express your creativity, you do it this way with these paintings, you do it this way with how you arrange like your furniture, whatever. It's like specific stuff, and they're like, wow, really? Well, thank you. And they're just like, they're not used to that. And then they're like, "Well, I'm gonna share a little bit more of myself with you." And then you're like, "Oh my god, I love that da 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 da." And sincere, we can't again make love the poop icon. You can't make that up because we all sense that. We know when people are spewing crap, right? It's like whatever, blowing smoke up my butt. Flattery's not gonna get me anywhere, but sincere gratitude does, right? So I like that. And here we go. We have the break free card. It's one of your fortune cookies that's coming in here. And it says you're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. I feel like this is towards them, really. This isn't easy, but it's very necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Wow. Be brave, be real, be you, and trust that those who love you will always be there for you. Wow. That is for them, right? It's exactly what we've been talking about. And those who truly love you will always be there for you. And maybe even sharing that, I love you and I will always be here for you. Let your freak flag fly. And then find the lesson. Something has happened and it stopped you in your tracks. In reality, it was simply teaching you where you needed to grow. There's no such thing as failure. So pick yourself up, learn from it, and keep going. Kind of that, you've got this butterfly energy. There might be butterflies in every one of these cards, but there's butterflies in both of those cards too. But transformation and recognizing the butterfly in them, that they might have been told they're an ugly caterpillar before, but they've been in this cocoon transforming and they are afraid to come out because, like, what if they don't like me as a butterfly? And you're like, I'm going to love you as a butterfly. Come hither. All right. So I love that one for you. So that's for your first one there, Rocky's World. Thank you so much again for your first donation and for your second one. Let's give that a love and a like here. And you want to know, will you and JP go on a date? And if so, how will it go? What would he say? All right. So let's take a look here. All right. So, based on current energies, first, will you and JP go on a date? All right. That one there. And then, like, these are the answer to your second question. They're showing themselves, but they're like, that's next. How would it go? What would he say, etc.? Okay, that makes sense with all those. All right. Oh, you had a very profound and loving dream with JP the other night, and you haven't truly spoken just yet. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I feel like, the bottom of the deck has this King of Wands here. And the King of Wands, is someone who has a lot of fire, a lot of passion, but they're not like the a prince of fire who is off in the brothels because they can't control themselves, or like a little chihuahua going around humping everyone's legs. A king has understanding and respect and composure. Well, composure, self-control. That's the word. The king has self-control. And so I like that. They are this very fiery person, this leader, this the higher vibration of fire energy, right? So they could be a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius, but they also have a childlike wonder of the world and excitement, curiosity, but they also bridle it. They understand I can't just go off willy-nilly and, do whatever. There's, he's an Aries. Okay. So that makes sense with all that. But I feel like a higher vibration, because every sign has lower expression or higher expression. Lower expression is like the prince. I can't control myself. I tripped and fell into bed with someone. Oh, yeah, accident. But higher vibration, higher expression is, yeah, I can have a lot of passion for a lot of different people. That doesn't mean I'm going to sleep with them all, So I like this, that they're passionate person, and but they're bridled. I like that. And then we got are you guys going to go on a date? We got the Four of Trees, the Four Pentacles growth. You know, I really feel here with the Four of Pentacles, it's a solid foundation in the outside world. I feel like it would take a it's almost like I'm feeling Knight of Pentacles energy where it takes time to grow that. They don't just jump and date, 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 date. There needs to be like this foundation, that, you know, step and step and step and step. And then, they don't date to, I feel like they don't date to get to know people. They get to know people and then they would go on a date. I feel like they've had so much, um, they're reminding me of this meme I just saw. It was on the Drew Barrymore show, and what is her name from Saturday Night Live? Hilarious, black comedian. What is her name? She's tall, and she was in, like, the female version of Ghostbusters, Leslie Jones? No, but you know what I'm saying. But anyway, she said, um, because they were talking about dating, and she goes, "You know what they need to do is take all the dating apps and put them all together and call the app What's Left." Yeah, yeah. I forget uh, her name. I can see her, and she's hilarious. I love her to death. But, I think it's her name's Leslie though, right? I'm not sure. But, yeah, she is sh and she's on The Daily Show too, I think. But they, but that's the kind of thing is he's been through and he's like, he went on all these dates with people and he's just like, "You know what? I'm gonna reverse the process. I'm just gonna get to know people, and then if, not that he has filters, but he's like, but there's gonna be a process of elimination. I don't have the time or the energy to go on all these dates. I'm gonna develop relation or interactions with people, and then if I feel like I wanna go on a date, then I will." So I like that that, that energy. So, and then I feel like you would pass the filters, and if you'll take the time and allow the building of that, then this is what the based on current energy is what it would be like. So get the two of trees, balanced communication. We like that. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah. And a great communicator, we have the nine of swords, which is fears and nightmares and insomnia, but the two of hearts, union. And I feel like they're a great communicator that they would be honest and talk about their, the fears and the disappointments and stuff of the past and what they've gone through. And so really honest communication and realness I feel coming from them. And let's see what else we have here. Yeah, even the Empress, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, very nurturing energy and sensuality, of course. And then the Page of Angels, the Page of Swords. So higher communication. I just feel like they're done with a lot of the illusions and the pretending and the masks and that's why they just have that balanced approach to things that they just don't jump in. Yeah, even the bottom of the deck, they've really have let go of a lot of the emotions and relationships that don't serve them anymore. So they feel like a very evolved, emotionally intelligent individual. I feel like they're not just, they had their periods of growth. They learned the hard way. So they do have, you know, a lot of experience and knowledge about what did work and did not work in relationships. And I feel like they had a lot of quantity, not a lot of quality. And that's why they're looking for quality now. So interesting. Let's see what else they have here for you. What two more, two more fortune cookies. You get bonus. Yeah. So again, look at the peacock of authenticity. um, be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in, break away from expectations, and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success or for others. And then the soul's whisper is your soul is whispering, it is its deepest desires and truths to you. In the quiet moments, listen closely. It's guiding you towards your authentic path. Authenticity. So that's the big piece, and that's a great way to summarize that. The energy they have is they want to be their authentic selves, and they have found that most people aren't. When they're looking for dating, they're putting on this facade of who I think other people think I'm supposed to be, should be, and then whatever. So I like that for you. So if you're willing to hang in there, boom shakalaka, right? All right. So that's what they have for you, Rocky. So again, thank you so much. I know, interesting, right? But that's why I feel like you would pass the test because you you are really truer to your authentic self than others, right? You know, you don't you're like, here I am, if you don't like me, tough. So take me or leave me. And I'm gonna be fine either way. Bye, you know. So again, thank you for your dual donations. I greatly appreciate you. All right, I got about 5 minutes left before I head off to spend time with my Praying Mantis members, and then I'm gonna go eat. And then I'll be back and I'll complete all free readings this afternoon. So, for those of you that I don't get to for the free readings, hang in there. I will be back. And when I come back on, it's a separate stream. I put a link in this video to it. I also put the list of the order in which the readings are completed so you can track down. Because in the new one I come back on, there's no chat, but I list it after I'm done so you can go, where am I? There I am. And you can jump into the video, look and see who I'm on, and see if you need to forward or backward and find yourself lickety split, right? All right. So next, let me see here. I After my donations, the next priority are my YouTube channel members. So their names are in green with their little badges. So Johanna, you had donated, so we did that. And that was our interaction there. All right, so Sean G, you'll be there. Let me just make sure. Let's see, do we have any others? All right. So actually, you are the only other YouTube channel member that haven't completed. So let's get your free reading here. So, will the money that you get from Florida be enough to rebuild your business and still live comfortably while rebuilding with your contract shops? Wow. Let's take a look here. So, based on current energies, okay, I want that one, and I do want that one. So, will it be? All right. Feel like you've got the retreat, you've got the hermit here, and you've got the turnaround. Both of these are kind of solitary number, I mean, cards here, not numbers. But the hanged man is about transformation, and it feels like this is an opportunity with deciding what you want to build and seeing things from a higher perspective, right? Retreating back, meditating, connecting with spirit. Both of these cards are that kind of energy of stepping away and connecting and going, all right, what is it that I want to continue? Or is there something new I want to create instead? It's an opportunity, it's a crossroads. There's no right or wrong answer with this, but there is this energy of checking in with spirit and going, you could rebuild eventually. I feel like it can eventually be all rebuilt, but is it what you want to do? It's an opportunity that's been given for a restart, a reboot, and possibly is there another direction that you'd want to go? I don't normally pull a fortune cookie for the free readings, but I feel being nudged for that. Let's see what this is. Yeah, interesting. So protection with the warrior. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. It's interesting. It's like with destruction comes construction. And it's like the protection that they're talking about putting in place isn't like to protect yourself from others, but it's like protecting your dream and what is your true dream. But it's a great opportunity, like I said, for transformation. It just feels like with all that. You didn't realize you're so behind. You're so behind. All right. So that's what they have for you, Sean. Hopefully that helps with that. But I just feel like stepping away is an important thing, and just really, this is an opportunity with the destruction of construction. Do I want to have construction of the old, rebuild the old, or do I want to rebuild something completely new? And it's an opportunity for that. So a little bit of silence can do some good. All right. And then let me grab here. So I didn't get to any of the other free readings, which I will get to. I will return. I'm sticking screenshots here. And so I will be back in about an hour and a half or so, after I spend about an hour with my Praying Mantis members. And then after I eat, but we will get all the messages to everyone today. And sorry, doing two things at once isn't as flowy as it used to be. All right, here we go. And grabbing that there. Okay, so I got them all here. Yeah, and so I will come back on those, and then I'll be back on Friday evening for more free readings. If you're interested, I do have YouTube channel memberships. My Zen Cricket and my Praying Mantis. Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month. Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month. In addition to being prioritized in these sessions, and I always make sure that my YouTube channel members get their readings same day, even if I have to come back on after I go do something else and come back. I do make sure those are completed. In addition to that, Wednesdays, there's a 2-hour free session from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time for all of my YouTube channel members, both levels. So, we do regular readings, oracle readings, past life readings, whatever. And then for my Praying Mantis level, which is that next level up, in addition to that, we have a Thursday night, 2 hours, and then Friday and Saturday night, an extra hour for each of those days. And then this one on Sunday, an extra hour afterwards, where we do readings. We're actually reading a great book right now uh, with Sonia Chiquette, Trust Your Vibes, Growing Our Intuition. So we do all sorts of things. So if you're interested, you can check that out down below. There's a link on signing up for memberships. And I give away, YouTube gives me 10 Zen Cricket to give away each month. I give those away on the first Saturday or Sunday after the first of the month when they give them to me. So it's always available too. I also have personal readings and other things. There's a link down below in that too. If you want to, you can click on the book, Some Zen, or there's a link down there in the description box that takes you and it lists you all of the things that I offer too. If you're interested in any of my other um, options that I have, I think that's it. All right, everybody, I'm headed off. So thank you again for all the thumbs up, for all the love, all the support. I'll be back in about an hour and a half or so to finish out the free readings. Until then, remember every second of every day of your life that you truly are, yes, you are truly, eternally, and unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things and all those beings of love and light on the other side. You are unconditionally loved, and I love you too. So until I see you guys again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon.